Bonjour, Privet, Humjambo, Mahaba, Humjambo. It's me, Table. Welcome to an episode of Robocraft. It's a game where you have robots that you make you fight. Hey, it's my turkey robot. Hello, aren't you a fancy looking thing? I hope to recreate something as equally lovely in this episode. So, I have, with my builds, I kind of have an idea and then kind of take it from there. And all I've got so far with this idea is this. This is what I have so far. And I'm not sure what good it's going to do me. So let's just do that. Yep. And then, like that. This is what I got in mind, right there. Dank, donk, ding, 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 blink, 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 blah, 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 blah. I think I get that from Donald Trump. The bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. I do it more now. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm getting it from. So if we just go, nyop, nyop, nyop. That's what I had in mind. And then we're going to go, like so. And we can go, crom. And then, bradong. Yeah, buddy. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do the same down here. Whoop, whoop. Apologies if you can hear my desk fan. It's stuffy in this house. Stuffy is the word, so I use the fan to just ease up on the breezing. I hope it's okay. I hope it's not too much of a problem. No one's complained of it so far, so I think we're okay. Whoop. So let's do that, and then... Yeah, that looks good. Now we need to do something about this bit here. How do I feel about that? What's that going to do for me? I mean, that's kind of slick. You know what? Yeah, we're going to have that. And I'm even going to extend this across one like that. And we're going to go out one again. But we're going to go one block down like so. Oh, yeah. Whatever it is, it's looking good. Now we're going to go rods. We're going to go long like that. And then we're going to have a short one like that. I'm not exactly sure why. But we're going to do it. There we go. So let's put some blocks on these. Like so. What have we got going on here? Now this area in the centre is this kind of big clump area. You could definitely get like a cloak or something like that inside this space. Now I want to just kind of put in a few blocks, but I don't want too many. And I do want to have like a bit like that. That's kind of what I want to have. And I'm going to push it back like so. Yeah, like that. Book. Okay, we're going to have that. Yeah, we're going to have that. Fine, we're going to have that. I'm going to push this out one. And I'm going to kind of jut this back like so. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have that. We're going to have it jut back a little further. Now, I really need to think about what kind of movement type this is going to be, because we haven't thought about it yet, and I feel like we kind of need to now at this point. That can be a block. What are we going to have here? What are we going to do with this? Huh? What's we going to do? What kind of vehicle does this lend itself to being? We've got these big spaces at the front. We've got this very heavy section. Maybe some kind of flying vehicle? Do we fancy that? Do we want to be some kind of flying vehicle of some sort? Maybe. Maybe if I just cut in there and put these bits in. Like so. Maybe. Do we want to be that? Is that what we want to be? I'm going to do this for these bits. There we go. Okay. Now we've got this fixed section here in the centre. So maybe push that to there only. And then go like this. I'm not sure what's going on here. But let's do that. Okay, cool. That's looking pretty slick, even if we don't know exactly what this thing is yet. And I could probably double that up like so. And we could maybe, dare I say it, do this. How do we feel about that? If I went like this, right? How do we feel if I did that? You know what? I'm very okay with that. I am very, very okay with how that looks. We could do something like that. I'm not sure what's going on here, to be honest, but I think we might have a flyer. but it's going to be a tough one to figure out. Let's just see if we can't... Well, if we change that, if we did that right and then went like that, we could do that. Let's have a look. Rudders, albatross. No, eagles. We could have that. Push that back one. I think we're making a flyer. I think that's what we're doing. Now this back bit is kind of flat at the back, but that in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, is it really? Now, I really like what's going on with here, but the trouble is when you put in a wing, it really kind of dominates everything around it, and it can be a bit of a problem, to be honest. But it looks like we're going to have a wing section here, doesn't it? It looks like we're going to do that. I'm going to put in a couple of heliums as well. I'm going to do here. There we go. So we're going to do that. This is kind of okay, but I would like to push that forward one and put in those. I mean, it looks pretty cool so far. Now, I would like to put on the biggest wings, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't like to put on wings at all, but you kind of need them if you're making a flyer. So if we did that right, I mean, that looks pretty wizard. Wizard. I'm going to just do that and extend that like so. Can I even put in... I'd love to be able to fit a rudder in there, but I don't think it's going to happen. What can we do with this bit to make it look even more awesome? I think we can do this, right? Book. We can do that instead. But then it looks ugly, doesn't it? Should we do that? How do we feel about that? I think that is okay, actually. So the underside is pretty basic. We haven't really done too much here, so I should really go and just add a couple of bits in here. To be honest, we can probably get something attached there if it doesn't compromise the design too much. I'm going to put a block there, to be honest. I don't really like what's going on with that. Let's just take those out as well and go like this. There we go. Nice. Very nice. I'm very happy with the underside. I would put in a couple of more rudders there, but I'm just thinking that if we did that, it might kind of just compromise the design. Does it add to it or does it take away? I don't think it takes away. I think that's kind of cool. I do want to put something here. I mean, these, you know, like, I mean, these struts kind of look cool. Maybe if we did something on the ends like that. Well, you know what, actually, that does kind of work. That could be usable. Can I get something on there? Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Fantastic. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to do a little plan here. So we're going to go block, 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 like so, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to go bonk, bonk, bonk. Delete those, and then we can put one of these on the end, like so. And then we can put the strut back on. Brock, there we go. 2 extra little bits there. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, there we go, buddy. Now that looks pretty slick. I want to have engines in here. I want to have engines sticking in there like so. And it works. We can have them. There we go. Now, I'll be honest with you, that's looking pretty friggin' amazing. We need up and down thrusters. But they can again be mounted here. And yum, 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 yum. We can have one there. And if we do this right, we go like that. And then we can have 2 there as well. I'm alright with that. Bit far forward, bit far back. Let's test it. I'm going to test it and see what it does. We're probably going to need some kind of tail on it. So it's just those two engines propelling it forward, which is all right. Oh, it turns very sharply. I guess it's not much that... Yeah. Did you see how quickly that thing turned? That was a sharp turn. There's no denying that. What can we do to ease up on this? I wouldn't mind putting in some more engines of some sort. Like something that doesn't necessarily detract from the design, but helps with the forward momentum. I love the back. I really like how that looks. We're going to have to put something in like that, aren't we? Now, I really don't want to do that. I think it really takes away from the design. So maybe we should just leave it in. Leave it off even. But I wouldn't mind some kind of... Oh, I don't know. How can we stop it from being so crazy flippy dings? Is it the amount of rudders? If we take off two of the rudders? Let's try it again. Maybe that will influence how sharp it turns. That's definitely the helium. So it wants to nose down. Yeah, nose is down still. It's because of the thrust. It doesn't climb. It doesn't climb at all, really. But it does fly horizontally. Interesting. Really interesting what's going on here. I'm not quite sure why exactly it is doing. I guess maybe it doesn't have enough forward propulsion. I don't really want to put a propeller on it, but I will put those rudders back in. If I did that, what would that do? I don't think that would help it. See, I don't want to put a rudder there. I think that really ruins the sleekness of the build. Let's just test how it flies, right? And you tell me, if it maneuvers better, then you now know that it needs a tail fin. To be honest, it's not that much of a difference. Yeah, right, okay. So, tail rudder comes off. A little bit more forward thrust. So we need something in the in the nose. So let's remove that. Go to these and put in heliums there, like so. Now we've got a block here. We've got a little area there that can have something. Now is that kind of ruining it? A little bit. Maybe if I did that. How do we feel about that? I mean, that's kind of... But are more rudders the answer? Maybe we should take out those and these and test it again. A little bit of tweakins. A little bit of tweakins. Let's see how it goes. Diddly Dinkins. Ah. That is more stable. Yeah. I like it. It looks slick, doesn't it? It looks very slick. Turns on a dime. Not the fastest of vehicles, that's for sure. But it is friggin' awesome looking. What would benefit from being so floaty? I don't know. Let's see how my level flight works out. How are we doing? Nose wants to nose up now rather than nose down. I think that's probably better. You know what? It's alright. I don't know how it would perform when it starts taking hits. But we just don't know, do we? Meow. I think we're there, man. I think we're there. I think I've produced a pretty slick looking flying vehicle. I mean, yeah, maybe the back. I think that would definitely do a bit of good if I did that. So maybe we should go one helium there. Okay? Back to the drawing board. Not back to the drawing board. Sorry, I mean starting again. I mean back to the testing range. Well, that's now far more level, isn't it? Oh. Still noses down. That's alright. I think we're there. We are definitely there. It's a pretty slick looking robot if I do. Out even better than I hoped. I did, like, all I had in mind was the rear engines. That's the only thing that was in my mind before we started was that bit at the back. And now look at it. So, Q? Yep, we want flags. What nationality are we going to go? I'm going to go for Ukraine. Whoop. Yellow and blue, huh? Where should we put these flags? Where's a good place? Ah, there we go. Yellow and blue right there. So, let's spray the thing... Whoop. Let's spray the thing blue, first of all. There we go. Lovely. And then you can see that the flags, it's got the blue on the outside and the yellow as a stripe. And I was thinking of doing that to match it, but I'm thinking, well, do you know what? A yellow stripe down the middle would be pretty awesome. Oh, that's green. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly... right, does it? It just needs to be... But I don't want it to turn into Sweden. That's the thing. Okay. Change of plan. We'll die it again. I'm going to take off mirror mode. I'm going to go yellow. Where are we? Yellow. And I'm just going to do half of it. Like so. This side is going to be yellow. All of it. Everything I can find, it's going to be yellow. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Don't mind if I does. Whoop. Bloop, bloop. And then we want to do a straight line under here. Now, I know it's not dead center, and for that I apologise with the colour. It is an off-center colour. But unfortunately, there's nothing else I could do with that. So, yeah, that's okay. Some little bits that need doing in there. Some bits back here. This bit in here. The engines will be black, but we want to get in and do all of the section there. Okay, I missed quite a lot then by the looks of it. Right, cool. We're good. No, there's a bit there. Okay, sweet. That's pretty friggin' awesome, if I do say so myself. Let's go white glass. I think white glass would look quite cool. Which it does. I want to go to black because all engines, air rods, and heliums are going to be black. I've decided. Why did I not put mirror mode on? I'm such a fool. That would have really helped me out a lot sooner. Book. Heliums. 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 Helium. There we go. Ah, I'm really pleased with myself with this build. Mirror mode off. Yellow. And then mirror mode on. Black. Good. There's a helium in there. I'm going to spray that. Yep, fine. Got it. Engines. Book. I do believe we're done. Ah, man. So pleased with this build. There we go. That's my Ukrainian flyer. Worked out really well. I mean, there's definitely some bits you can tweak with it, but like these are like a first step with these builds. But I think what I've got going on there is pretty awesome. If only there's a flying mode, I would definitely enter this for its sheer maneuverability. In the meantime, I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Take care.